everyone, it's Tanja from Tanja Kraus Horsemanship here, and today I'm going to bring to you another episode of Building a Citizen. And what I'm going to look at today is rugging and how we show a young horse, or how we introduce the rug to the young horse for the first time. So the first thing I'm going to do, especially if I've bought a new rug, is I'm going to make sure that all of the neck straps and everything are undone, so I can easily do them up when it comes to that part. And then I'm going to fold the rug in half. Like so. I hold it up to her. I've got the rug folded in half, and as you can see, I don't have her tied up. I've got it looped over my arm, so she does feel like she's free. She can move around a little bit if she wants to, and I can control her if I need to. I'm going to show her the rug, make sure she can smell it. It smells a bit funny, it is a brand new one. And I'm going to let her investigate that for as long as she likes. And now she seems a little disinterested, so that's my cue to go ahead. So now what I'm going to do is just bring it down beside her, and I'm going to rub it all over her. And I'm going to make sure that I rub it all over her bum, because that's where it's going to fall down behind. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, if your horse is bothered by this, they're telling you that they're not ready to go further, so don't just throw the rug on. Make sure that they're pretty comfortable with you rubbing the rug all over them. And now I'm just going to make sure that I've got it up the right way. I'm going to fold it in half, so when I do pop it over her, it's not the entire rug, it's just over the saddle area. Notice I've got my rein short on this side, I've got it looped over. She's not particularly worried. I'm going to move the rug and make sure she can see it and feel it on both sides. Very good. And there she's taking a look on the other side, which is perfect, exactly what I wanted her to do. And there's a lick and chew, that's a good progression. She doesn't look too worried. Good. So now I'm going to bring it forward. I'm not doing it up yet. I'm not doing anything to do it up. I'm just going to bring it forward and start to unwrap it, rubbing her with it so it can fall down her bum. Make sure that tail flap is down over the tail. Make sure she understands that it's on both sides now. And bring the neck up as well. I'm going to fuss with it a little bit. I'm kind of going to pull it around on her a little bit so she can feel that that's what it does. go ahead and do it up, I'm going to lead her around in a little walk with it on. So what the walk enables you to do is cause the rug to sort of move around on her body, and if she got into trouble with it, if she got worried about it and sort of started flicking it around, you could either turn her in a smaller circle and help her work through it, or if it seemed to be a really dangerous situation, you could just yank the rug off her and restart the whole process. The horse is going to show you along the way whether they're ready for that rug to be done up or not. And I think Galliano is pretty good about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is move down towards the back and do up the back leg straps. Making sure that I've got her bent towards me, so if there's any trouble, I can go ahead and turn her towards me and keep myself safe. Now, before you would put the leg straps on and secure them, you would be noting if the horse is very fussy in around those leg areas. You may have to spend some time with a rope desensitizing them to feeling that sensation between their legs before you just attach something to them. And Galliano seems to be pretty good about it. And I believe she's probably been rugged in the past. Good, she's smelling it as I'm down there doing it up. I want my rug to be firm enough that it fits quite well, but it's not flopping around everywhere on my horse and giving them something to spook at. Touching it, she's playing with it with her nose, that's fine. I do want her to pay a little bit of attention to me on this side while I'm doing up these neck straps. Good. And then once I have the rug done up, I'm going to take her for another walk. Good. Now I would make sure that I led her in both directions in a figure eight. I might even lunge her in a little trot circle both ways to get her used to that flapping around and the leg straps and whatnot. And then the final thing that I would do before releasing her into a paddock would be to let her go in a small yard or a round yard that she was familiar with, to make sure that once she's loose, she's okay with it. And perhaps even wait for her to get down and roll and things like that, so she can be 100% confident in the rug. It may seem like a little bit of overkill. There might be people watching it saying, oh, I just threw a rug on my horse and he was fine. I personally know someone who threw a rug on their horse, let them go in the paddock, and the horse ran through fences. And I'm sure there'd be multiple people who will watch this that could say the same thing. So not every horse is going to accept everything the same way. And I feel like if we treat every horse the same and approach everything in a building confidence manner, then we're going to end up with a citizen of a horse and one that's really easy to handle and deal with. So that's my process for introducing a rug to my young horse. I'm going to go ahead and take it off her now. So you probably noticed I did the back leg straps up first. That's so if my horse takes off during that process, it will eventually slip off the back and her legs will come out of it. Whereas if you've done the front strap up, then the whole rug can come down around in front of them. So the process when I put a rug on is I go back leg straps, chest strap, and then the neck. And and as I'm taking it off, I do that process in reverse. So I'm going to go ahead and undo all the neck straps, the chest strap, and the 2 hind leg straps. And while I'm dealing with a young horse, I'll go ahead, and you can see it's a little bit windy here today, I'll go ahead and make it so it's not going to flap around as much as I possibly can. So I'll fold this back here. You can see she already started sweating there. As I said, it's pretty hot here today. That's why I'm not leaving it on her. I make sure both of those leg straps are clear, and then I can go ahead and take it off her bum. And hang it on the fence. So I hope that helped in regards to teaching your horse how to accept the rug and how to put it on and off as safely as we possibly can. I look forward to reading your comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video.